Howdy fellas, present you the Bradman of Midwest Cricket, the Satha Prakasham. And I happen to play cricket with him for about 4 or 5 years. Just thought about asking him a few questions that everybody is very curious to hear about. My first question would be, Satha, how do you manage to stay focused? How do you manage to score so many runs and keep up a great average?
Well, I mean, I'm a batsman, and what I try to do is I go in the middle and I try to, score runs as much as I can. Basically, I try to, set small goals like 20, 30, then 50. So I try to set small goals, and then based on that small goal, like I could, build the inning like 50. I try to play every ball by its merit. If it's a loose ball, I try to kill it, and if a good ball, I just defend and try to respect the bowler. And I played cricket for long, and I got a lot of experience under my belt. So I just try to play my natural game and score runs. Sometimes I get lucky. People miss drop catches, but I try to take advantage of that and go on and score runs.
I think a lot of people want to know if you have any kind of rituals that you do, like you have any set procedures that you go into bed, like you do something and you just for instance pray to God or something like that. Do you do anything to prepare yourself?
I don't prepare like that. Basically, when I come to the grounds, I try to work on my patience. That's my biggest downfall. I used to attack every ball, and I'm naturally aggressive player. But as the age caught up, I'm trying to play as slow as possible and get my runs. I try to tell myself every time I go in bed, I said, I had played good cricket, I could stay. It's just that, I got to work on my patience and, don't go after every ball. So that's what I tell myself when I go into bed.
So another controversial question we have is actually, Satha, people say that, again, you're an urban legend here. They say that you score a lot of runs, tons of runs in Springfield, but people happen to notice that you don't score that many runs as compared to as in Springfield when you come to Chicago to play the away games. Do you have something to say to that, or?
I mean, it's true with any cricketer. They are always good at their home ground because if you look at even international cricketers, at home ground they excel well because they know the pitches and all, and they are so used to it. But again, in Chicago, if you look at my last 2-3 years, every time I come over here, I made 50s. Last season I came twice here, and both games I played, I got a 50. My regular season I got a 50, and then playoffs I got a 50. Unfortunately, we didn't win the playoffs, but I was able to get a 50. But that's not good enough for me, I felt like. But at least I disagree with people saying that I don't score when I go outside. But if you look at the books, I made for the last 3 years. Whenever I came over here, I made a 50. So that tells me that I could bat here too. So
there's another question that people ask is that Capital is like a one-man team. It's like they call it Rambo. It's like a one-man show. What do you have to say about that?
Capital is if we play with the full strength, I would totally disagree with people saying that in a one-man show we have talented players. It's just that during the season, we have a lot of students who are pretty much on vacation, or they go to India. So we had to go with fillers, and those games it's more burden on me, and I try to stay as much as I can and try to score. But I would totally disagree with people saying that it's a one-man team, because for the last 3-4 games, if you look at it, I didn't score much, but everyone had chipped in and made the team to win. So I don't think so. It's a one-man team anymore.
Well, kind of like the final question here is that you played with Midwest for the last 4 years. Who are your favorite players? Who do you think has good talent? And generally, who are your good? Who do you think you like? Who are the players you like in Midwest cricket?
I haven't played with everyone here in Midwest. The teams that I played, I could tell you there are a couple of guys that I played in the past, like Devin Patel, who used to play for GCC. He's an extraordinary batsman. I'd seen he's the most classiest batsman in the Midwest. And this year, I mean, we played against IIT, and I've seen Lakshmi. Lakshmi is a very decent, you know, has a good temperament to bat. I mean, he's a very good batsman as well as an awesome fielder. I mean, I'm sure there are quite a lot of players, but you know, unfortunately, I haven't played with all of them. But based on the score sheet I've seen, you know, there are a number of good players in Midwest. But personally, I can't say that I know such and such person a good person because I haven't seen other guys. But these two that I played, and I think they are one of the best players.
So Satha, since hoping the capital is going to move forward, are you excited to face the so-called Rupner in Srinagar and when you face ICC in the finals?
Yeah, I mean, he's a quality bowler, and you know, I'm looking forward to face him, and you know, hope we make it to the finals, and you know, he may take my wicket, or I might, you know, clubber him. You know, it's cricket. You know, it's every day is not Christmas. You know, some days you're going to have your off day, and you know, it's all depends who plays good on that day. But I'm looking forward to, you know, take up a good challenge. You know, so I'm more looking forward to facing him.
Thanks, Satha. Thank you very much. Thanks again, Satha. Thanks, Alpesh. Thanks, Harry. Just to end on a human note, I promised him idiyappam, but you failed me, man. Score 49.
Thank you.
Thank you.